नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll expand on some more deeper secrets of Sadashiva Rahasya. And also answer some of your questions. Understand, the first thing I want to tell you today, responsibility is not action, it is cognition. Actions may follow, but responsibility itself is not action. Listen carefully. Hindu scriptures are not Hindus, but if you destroy the Hindu scriptures, Hindus will be destroyed. Listen carefully. Hindu scriptures are not Hindus, but if you destroy the Hindu scriptures, within next few generations, the Hindus will not be there. Responsibility is not action, it is cognition. But if you don't allow that cognition, action will never happen. And the deeper understandings you need to have, actions may follow, but responsibility is cognitive shift. Why, there are so many implications. If you cognize, if you misunderstand responsibility as action, understand, if you know responsibility is cognitive shift, then beautifully you will allow the cognitive shift. Everyone wants cognitive shift. No one wants to work. That's the problem. But actually you don't need to work. Allow the cognitive shift. Without even knowing you are working, you will be working. Listen, listen, listen. Today morning I was seeing the Nityananda Times. The devotees were sharing about power manifestation. Basically understand, the innermost core corner of you always knows you are Sadashiva, but does not make that as a cognizable reality or possibility. You feel, yes, Hindu scriptures are all telling from the beginning, we are God, we are God, we are God. Must be true. Who knows? May be true. But let us go for our next meal. Let us go for what need to be done. It is not becoming a cognizable, important, need to be internalized reality. Understand? For example, If you have $100 million in your bank account, you want to remember that again and again. So, from that cognition, you will make all the decisions about your life. Will you say, oh, there is $100 million, but what is there? Come on, let's go and live in my slum, old slum. No, you will not. You will only plan for, let me cognize, let me encash, let me liquidate, let me enrich my life, let me strengthen my whole life. Whatever way this money can add to my life, let me start doing it. You will start planning. As long as you don't start planning, the possibilities becoming reality in your day-to-day life, even if you know you are Sadashiva, it is not directly useful to you. My job is making that Sadashivatva in you as cognizable possibility. I tell you, only 1 or 2 powers I need to initiate. Later on you will see, you will start manifesting in your life. That is what is my job. For each one of you, my commitment, my responsibility is to ignite that Sadashivatva as a cognizable reality, where you are inspired to encash and start expanding and enjoying. That is why from next year I made Inner Awakening into 31 days program. Inner Awakening is getting expanded. All the Aushadha component of Sadashivatva, understand? The Aushadha component has 4 dimensions. Certain herbs are asked to be taken in. Certain herbs need to be kept between the teeth or in your ears or in your eyes during the process. That is second. Third, certain mutation, actions need to be done to your body. Let me explain the mutation actions. Fire walking and taking bath in the turmeric water is one of the most powerful mutation. Understand, this season, this month, Adi month, is the usual season for dengue and all types of fevers. Hinduism is so intelligent. Everything is inculcated as a religious and spiritual practice. Do fire walking and take bath in the turmeric water. Keep few neem leaves outside the house. I challenge you will not have dengue. You will not have any of these fevers, these problems. Even with dengue, if you go to doctors, many doctors say, no, boil neem leaf in the water and drink. அதைத்தானடா நாங்கள் சொல்லிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம் 60,000 வருஷமா. If you walk on fire, The small wounds may not get created. Whether it gets created or not, it is mutation of the body. See, one of the side effect is health. There are other side effects where certain intense energies are awakened and negativities are nullified. See, the depth with which you feel violence and violated, with that same depth, if you feel sacrifice and commitment, devotion, that violence in you will be muted. The actions which you will feel violated, if you are forced, you are doing it voluntarily in the name of your devotion and commitment and sacrifice to the God or goddess, becomes tapas, mutation of your fundamental instincts. If you are pierced, you will feel violated. If you are put in fire, you will feel violated. You will become violent. That same instinct is kindled. You go through that same instinct, that same action, that same thing with the clarity, dedicated to my Kuladevata, dedicated to my Ishtadevata, my sacrifice to my Ishtadevata, Kuladevata. The same intensity is awakened, but muting your feeling violated. Sacrifice transmutes the feeling violation. Tapas transmutes the feeling violated, violence. Understand? Certain acts like firewalking, body piercing, all these are the third dimension of Aushadha. They are all third dimension of Aushadha. I think by now many people know in Mahasadashivam we are going to walk on fire. இதுக்கு தாடி போடுறாரா? Understand, the fourth dimension of Aushadha is inhaling certain herbal perfumes and smells while you are falling asleep. These are the four primary Aushadha processes Sadashiva is giving for raising you to a different dimensions of universe and making you manifest the multiple powers of Sadashiva, state of Sadashiva, space of Sadashiva. Understand? Sanatana Hindu Dharma is such a juicy tradition. Such juicy. விளைந்ததையெல்லாம் சந்தையில் விற்காமல் விதைக்கொரு கூட்டி வைத்தோம், கஞ்சிக்கொரு கலயம் வைத்தோம், கஞ்சிக்கு வைத்ததை நாங்களே குடிக்காமல் விஞ்சி இருப்பதை ஊரோடு குடித்துக்கொள்ள குலதெய்வத்திற்கு கஞ்சி வார்த்தோம், கஞ்சி வார்க்கும் திருவிழா பெயராலே கூடி குலாவி வரும் வஞ்சிகளையெல்லாம் கண்ணோட்டம் பார்த்து திருமணத்திற்கு பெண் தேடினோம். தேடிய பெண்களோடு மாமன் மச்சான் உறவு முறை கண்டு நேரில் பேசி வாழ்வின் உறவை முதற்படியாக்கினோம். உறவின் முதற்படி வைத்து உயிர் கலந்தபின் உடல் உறவை கொண்டு வந்தோம். உயிர் கலந்தபின் உடல் உறவு கொண்டு வந்ததனால் பிறந்ததெல்லாம் மிருகமாயில்லாமல் மனிதனாய் பிறந்தது. See, when a relationship happens first, then the sex is brought into the relationship. You will have ultimate completion in life. If the sex is brought first and then the relationship is created, I tell you, 100% it is a failure. You are building a concrete building on empty sand foundation. Relationship first. Means foundation is right. Everything in Hindu tradition is such juicy. I am only a juicer, taking the juice of Sanatana Hindu Dharma out and sharing with you all. Responsibility as cognition first. Makes you not being frightened about the actions. Listen carefully. Even a great being like Vivekananda, when Ramakrishna says you have to go all over the world and teach, he says, no, not me, forget about it. Because your fundamental fear towards the action comes up if you are told the action you need to do. But still nobody is able to break the record created by Vivekananda. Once Ramakrishna made him realize, cognize his responsibility. Once the cognitive shift of responsibility has happened, the actions he performed, oh God, still nobody is able to beat the record. The number of discourses he gave, in the number of days, the time, hard work, still nobody is able to break. I am telling you. Even I did not break that record. Maybe the quantity I broke, but not within the time frame. His whole public life was only 9 years. 1893, September 11, Chicago, he starts his public life. 1902, July 4th, he left the body. I need to verify whether July 2nd or 4th, maybe I think 4th. He left the body. That's all, 9 years. 1893 to 1902. But the work he has done, still nobody is able to beat the record. Means, if the responsibility is cognized, you will act without even knowing you are performing so much of actions. Without even knowing you are performing so much of actions. That is what I call enriching. Enriching means enjoying your responsibility. If you are cursing yourself and cursing everyone just to get few dresses stitched for the Gurukul kids, it is empowering, not enriching. Enriching means your responsibility, cognition is the Chidambara in which you are dancing. The enriching, the responsibility, cognition flowers first. Then the actions follow. It is no more action, it is Leela. It's play. Kuttu. Not even Natya. Even in Natya, you cognize viewers are sitting, Rasikas are sitting. In Kuttu, nothing is cognized other than the ecstasy and bliss. That is why we call Nataraj as Ambala Kuttan, not Ambala Natyan. Ambala Kuttan. Kuttu is nothing but Kuttu of modern day. Where there is no rule exists. Not even a cognition, somebody is watching exists. Not even a cognition, somebody watching exists. I tell you, enriching is all about responsibility, cognition first, then actions following casually, without even you remembering, you are acting. Without any pain or struggle that you are acting. The cognitive shift of responsibility, when it happens in you, you become Devata. Daivatva enters into you. You become God. You become embodiment of Sadashiva. Embodiment of Sadashiva. next year all inner awakenings are going to be 31 days, because this Aushadha component I am adding into inner awakening, making it the most powerful conscious breakthrough program available to the universe from Kailasa. I am now acid washing the whole thing, and I am making it very clear. I don't want to be introduced as enlightened master and all this stupid. No. I am very clear. I am very clear. I am going to be introduced. I am introducing myself as incarnation as per Hinduism. And anybody opposes, I am going to defend and establish. Why these guys, so many modern, so-called modern day gurus, even though they have a deep down desire to claim themselves as incarnation, they always try to claim enlightened master, so the resistance will be less. It is not actually, this enlightened master idea is not at all from Hinduism. It's completely from Buddhism, a branch of Hinduism, not from the core mainstream Hinduism. So take some idea which is already spread without much resistance, even though it is compromising your own father's name, it is okay. Taking this kind of route, that is not for me. I am very clear. My father is Arunachala. I am very clear about it. So understand. So I am going to be very clear. The way I am introduced, I wanted it to be as per the Hindu scripture. And same way, why? See, these modern day gurus are also after constantly, whether I can grab this, grab that money, this, that. But they never introduce these concepts of Tulabhara Mandala. Why? Because these are all more Hinduic way. No. You give donation for that. You give donation for that. I am very clear. I am going to receive only in a Hindu way, even the donations. It is going to be only Pada Puja, Tomala Seva, the Tulabharam, only Hindu way. Introduction as per Hindu Shastras. Income as per Hindu Shastras. Expense as per Hindu Shastras. And all the charity also I will do only as per Hindu Shastras. Nanmarai Arangal Vonga. These fools are telling me, why don't you start schools? You will get a good name. The Hindu monies, I'll build school to teach Macaulay's education system. Cheating. So even charity described in 4 Vedas. Nanmarai Arangal Vonga. I wanted to tell this very clearly to the whole Sangha. Introduction as per Hinduism. So if the issues are raised, we will defend and fight it out. That is why we are here. We are not here to do pleasant. We are here to do right. So from today, anywhere you have any of my introduction material with this enlightened master idea, it is irrelevant. It is redundant. I am very clear. Destroy all those material. Incarnation as per Hinduism. Let the debating ground be Hinduism. So the moment even you come for debate, you have lost it. The moment you accept the debate, you lost it. And don't accept the debate, no problem. Clear, undebatable. I am very clear. Not only for our Sangha, even for all my devotees and disciples, I want to tell you guys. Slowly do this transition. Even your professions, careers, build as per the Hindu tradition and Hindu scriptures, because they are so much of life positive. And I tell you, the wealth you generated by being life positive is awarded to you as your richness in any plane. Please understand, with all my integrity to Sadashiva, I give you this cosmic legal advice. For example, if you are a doctor, an ethical doctor, and you are serving the life and making money, that wealth comes with you even when you go to Kailasa or Swargaloka, or when you come back to planet Earth. Please understand, I am very responsible when I am uttering these words. These are really true. But if you kill somebody, murder, sell alcohol or sell meat and make money, not only that wealth will not come with you when you move to different planes, that sin and the torture and the suffering follows you wherever you go. One of my close disciples who listens to my words, I told him, see, I can relieve you from any sin, but don't run non-veg hotel. Even I will not be able to help you handle when you leave the body. He listened and left it. Left the non-veg hotel. That was his profession, his bread and butter. But he said, Swamiji, you said, that's all. No more. He just shut it down. Contribute. For example, if you are running a software company and making money, it's a contribution. It's good for you. Contribute and make money. If you are selling house, doing real estate, it's good for you. It's a contribution. In that, making profit is not wrong. But fundamentally, it should be contributing to humanity. Never do this meat, alcohol, that kind of business which is harming the beings. Same way, tobacco. Never do that. Tobacco, alcohol, and any of the violence related, like killing animals, or even the violence based silk, the silk which need to be produced by killing the silkworm. No. Do not go for any of those careers and professions, let your life be நான்மறை அறங்கள் ஓங்க. See, for example, when you are running a software company, you invest only $10,000, but you make $1 million, nothing wrong. That is not at all wrong. That's not at all. That wealth will come with you even when you move to a different plane or when you come back. Any wealth generated by contribution always comes with you. It is permanent. Never create a wealth based on violence. For example, you are a teacher. You teach good things, not bad things. Of course, if you are teaching to kill, that will not be a good money. If you are teaching people to contribute and generate wealth, that will come forever with you. Anything done by contribution, addition, will come with you forever. Understand, after all, we are Hindus. We are not that poor to look at the life as if only one birth and one plane. Begus. Life is multiple, planes are multiple. You are rich, you are Hindu. Understand, this planet Earth is only Bidadi, guest house. Bidadi means actually guest house. That is why I built the campus on Bidadi, for you to remember ever and ever and ever. Bidadi means guest house. In Kannada and Tamil both, Bidadi means where you came to reside for a few days. You need to be constantly reminded. That is why Bidadi, 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 Bidadi. It is Bidadi Kailasa, means you came here to get ready for Kailasa. A bit of Kailasa, I brought it here to introduce it to all of you. It's a marketing department of Kailasa. Of course, very integrated. Very integrated marketing introduction of Kailasa. Understand? While you are in this plane, know very clearly life is multiple and planes are multiple. Plan your life as per that. That is what I am saying. Planning for eternal life. Nitya Jivana. Neither life is one nor planes are one. Life is multiple. When you are in this life, learn life is multiple. When you are in this plane, learn planes are multiple. And all your actions, responses, reactions, and responsibility be from this cognition. Essence of today's satsang. Life is multiple, planes are multiple. You are rich because you are Hindu. I have some questions to be answered today about initiation into Mahasadashivoham. I'll answer them. About Mahasadashivoham, I'll answer some of them.
Swamiji, we know Mahasadashivoham is going to be something extraordinary. Can you please share something about it so we can share with our friends and family and get them also?
To tell you straightforward, it is manifolding. It is actually opening up, happening. I can give you few words of introduction. It is going to be awakening the state of Sadashiva, through fundamental unclutching, Nirvikalpa Samadhi process. Then manifesting means awakening the space of Sadashiva intensely, completion with everything that exists. Then manifesting powers of Sadashiva using all the technology Sadashiva has provided, alchemy products, alchemy processes. The important contribution, Aushadha, tempering and transmuting and awakening your whole system for manifesting Mahasadashivatva. The four methods of Aushadha. Some herbs are taken in and some are kept in your body during the process. Certain tempering process is done to the body by fire walking and piercing and these kind of technologies, and some of the awakening perfumes, aura, are inhaled to raise the Kundalini Shakti and manifest Mahasadashivatva. Above all, ultimately, Mahasadashiva's initiation, Shaktivada. Maybe I will have to continuously introduce in few more satsangs for you to understand the difference between inner awakening and Mahasadashivoham. The whole inner awakening will be finished in first day of Mahasadashivoham. And whatever I shared till now, Shivoham, Nityanandoham, Sadashivoham, all will be done in first 24 hours. When you walk in the welcome center, you will be given all the alchemy products. When you are welcomed, along with your enema kit, how we give the Panchakriya bag now for inner awakening, you will be given all the spiritual alchemy products. Everything is done before you come into the hall. I am also aligning all the processes for the modern day body, human body, and all the legalities of the country. So I will reveal more and more what Mahasadashivoham is going to be all about in the further satsangs, in further few more programs. If I have to say few lines about Mahasadashivoham, it is making you experience multi-dimensions of your consciousness and access to multi-dimensions of your universe, and manifesting all the dimensions of Sadashiva is Mahasadashivoham. Not just powers, powerful cognitions, everything. See, powers, all of you know, third eye power. You can do the remote scanning, body scanning, remote vision. But powerful cognition means if I can see what is happening there, it means there is no gap between what is operating in this body and what is existing in that house. This and that is one and the same. That is powerful cognition. If you can see somebody's home in New York sitting in Bididi, you can naturally see what is there in their computer, hard disk, memory. Then you can naturally see what is there in their memory itself, and physical, the body, biological hard disk, moving from powers to powerful cognitions, manifesting all Srishti Sthiti Vinasha Trobhava Anugraha, creation, maintenance, rejuvenation, and playing with delusion and liberation. Manifesting all this is Mahasadashivoham. Whenever I describe any of it, always looks too good to be true and too much for me. I think even this I am not able to grasp. How is it going to happen? Making things happen to you even though you are not able to intellectually grasp is the mystical operation an incarnation does. People come, sometimes people tell me, Swamiji, this Mahasadashivoham, even introduction I can't understand. How can that become my experience? I tell them, okay, as if you understood the whole third eye circuit. I already made that as experience to you. புரிஞ்சுக்கிறதெல்லாம் அவர் பார்த்துக்கிட்டும்பா, அனுபவிக்கிறத மட்டும் நாம் பார்ப்போமப்பா. அது நம்ம டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டில் சாய்ஸில் விட்டோம். So, come, enjoy. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing, living Shuddhadvaitam Sada Shivoham, the eternal bliss Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.